And introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. She weighed in at 61.6 kilograms and trains under Miles Murecki and Jesse Yada at a CMBT training center. Making her amateur debut tonight inside the Eternal Cage, fighting out of Brisbane, Australia. Make some noise for Healy Dayan! And introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. She weighed in at 61.5 kilograms and trains under Ben Vickers out of Bangtao and Scrappy MMA. Her amateur record stands at 1 win, 1 loss. Fighting out of Perth, Australia. Make some noise for Robyn O'Neill! And when her action begins, our referee in charge, Peter Hickmott.
First assignment for Peter Hickmott, the man in charge of this one. Dayan fighting out of the blue corner, O'Neill out of the red. Eternal Amateur Bantamweight Division. MCT Matt Bones and Kyle No, good to be with you.
Absolutely. Once again, Southport Orthodox matchup. Every fight tonight has started in this fashion. For Robyn O'Neill, her last fight, she fought that big, tall Mackenzie Jean and really struggled with the height and range. No such problems tonight. Much really evenly contested fight in terms of height and reach.
I really like the way Robyn's using the jab right now to feel her out and get that distance. Look for Robyn, once she finds that jab's mark, to really unload after that.
Yeah, like we said in the lead out, she's got really intelligent footwork, so she'll fake her entries. She'll disengage, try and get a read, and then just like that, she'll find a half beat to come back in with the hands. Beautiful low kick. And good boxing from Robyn O'Neill, who elects now to take the centre. Liking what she's felt so far with the hands. Remember that Dayan is really credentialed and high-level wrestler and a grappler on the ground. Stiff right hand straight down the pipe. Backs up Dayan. Here comes Robyn O'Neill. And another low kick spins Dayan around. Some real damage to that front leg now, Kyle No.
Yeah, you can see that damage on the leg now, the redness as she switches stances now even. And even her face, there's a couple of red marks on the face already. So Robyn O'Neill really finding the mark with the hands right now and that leg kick.
Well, if her boxing's anything like her driving, then she's going to do some damage. I've never been more scared in my life than when I was when she picked me up in a manual car that she's never driven from the Perth airport. But
I'm glad you said that, Matt Williams. I was in the same car, so it's good to see her inside the cage doing what she does best. And for those watching at home, if you recognise the last name, no doubt her sister Casey O'Neill will be watching on. Very, very proud to see Robyn back inside here at Eternal 94.
So good to see Robyn carve her own path out in this life and in the sport. It's so cool to see. Oh, huge right hand. Robyn O'Neill steps back, leaves the front foot in place and just thunders that right hand in hard and fast. She's looking good tonight as Robyn O'Neill with the hands.
Yeah, the way Robyn's fighting tonight, Robyn, if you're listening later on, I'm not saying anything bad about your driving at all. I do not want to be leg kicked by you or punched by you at all. This is all these guys, not me.
And her low kicks have been super accurate too. They're all landing just above the knee of Dayan, so pinpoint accurate. If you're chopping down a tree with an axe, you need to be specific with the placement of the strikes, and it's the same with chopping down a leg. So the more strikes she lands right on that spot, the more it's going to take away Dayan's ability to drop down and shoot, which she hasn't tried at all so far as round number 1 looks to wind up to.
Absolutely, 10 seconds left in round 1. Plenty of volume between both of these ladies as Dayan now pressing the action, trying to get O'Neill forced up against the cage to the body. Goes O'Neill, and that'll do it for the first. And Miles Murecki, here we go, round 2.
I have to say, of Healy Dayan, for her debut, eating some big strikes, she's still looking nice and calm and was receiving instructions really well on the stool there. I wouldn't be surprised to see her come out and get a wrestling game going early in this. She's looking good on the feet too. Obviously, she's been striking at a high level since the age of 15 up there at Woolsden. Of course, one of the better gyms in the country. Up there with Steve Walden, started in Muay Thai. So a long time in the sport. We talk about her grappling pedigree, but she can strike too, as we see the left kick followed by the right hand from Daly, and then on the counter too. So having some good moments in round number 2 as Dayan.
Yeah, Dayan looks a lot more, she's picked the energy up now, she's picked the pace of it up now, she's having a lot more success when she's going to Robyn and taking the fight to her. But right now she's got to be careful Robyn doesn't catch that leg and put her on her back, which is probably the place where she wants to be.
It's the left kick at the moment from Dayan. She's using the left kick and then she's sticking the straight right hand down behind it. There's a good level change with the right uppercut to the body from Robyn O'Neill. She's so good at that, picking her levels. She takes what's available to her. When O'Neill receives an inside low kick and steps back, he's like, is that all you got?
Oh, big shots.
Yeah,
Dayan, and again the right hand, Matt. Things starting to heat up for Healy now.
Yeah, but a left hook in there too, so both girls having some moments in these exchanges. It's the right hand from Healy, left hook, accurate from Robyn O'Neill.
I really like how Dayan's really setting up a lot of fakes and feints. You don't see that from a lot of guys these days. She's doing a really good job of selling these shots before she comes in and lands her own.
They play more of a range game. Is Dayan trying to play the longer range of the two. Robyn O'Neill steps in and rips to the liver. Beautiful work. She faked upstairs with the jab. Left hand to the body. Again, that low kick. And we haven't had many of them in the second round. That was a good one. Now going inside too.
You can see the wells just above and just below the knee there of Dayan. So Robyn's doing a really good job there of taking that lead leg away from her.
Punishing the body is O'Neill, but taking punishment of her own from Dayan. And this is a better round for Healy in the second. 30 seconds now.
This is the first look at Dayan's grappling. We saw her enter into the clinch at the end of round number 1, but now with a little bit more time to work. Robyn O'Neill's always been good in her grappling. Of course, spending a long time over at Bangtao with the Hickman brothers. George Hickman, excellent adapters of wrestling to the MMA system, work with Volkanovski and the likes. And up there at Scrappy, one of the best rooms that you find. He knows how to do it all, does Robyn O'Neill. His 10-second clappers go, and Dayan tries to go upstairs with a big left knee.
Well, the hooter did go for round 2. Peter Hickman via threads at Eternal MMA. Here we go with round 3, stiff jab from Dayan to open up. And our final round.
Bringing the knees up high now is Dayan, as Robyn O'Neill dips a lot and uses a lot of kind of more traditional boxing head movement. Oh, good right uppercut in the pocket from Robyn O'Neill. Gets the attention of Dayan, and again looking for it. That time finding a home for the left hook. Good boxing and tight from Robyn O'Neill. You see, she's bringing that right knee up, Dayan. I think she's trying to find Robyn O'Neill. She dips in the pocket. Oh.
Yeah, she's trying to find that catch and coming in. Robyn's doubling up the jab, coming in nice and low. She's looking for that knee, but Robyn's having too much success with those punches. She lands a flurry right there.
Punishing the body is O'Neill again, and she could take some of that momentum away gained from Dayan in round 2. O'Neill looking very crisp in round 3, Matt.
Yeah, it's a very close fight, and Robyn O'Neill started the third round beautifully. She's doing her best work when she's standing right in the middle and making Dayan move laterally across the cage, and she's using her jab well to back Dayan up to accommodate the punches to the body in the third. Big right hand as Robyn O loads up in that one again. The uppercut's good from O'Neill in the pocket. Dayan needs to be careful of that. Goes upstairs with the left kick. She's real dexterous in it with her kicking game. Is Dayan, as Robyn says, whatever you can do, I can do better. Right kick of her own. She's gone away from the low kicks though, Kyle, in the third round.
Yeah, I think she's trying to match Dayan's pace, and she's trying to follow what she's doing, but I think she needs to go back to that leg. That leg was having so much success, and there she goes. She must have heard me, matey.
Right on cue, Kyle. Final minute or just over here in round number 3. O'Neill starting to sit down on her punches and finding more success, but Dayan will not go down without a fight. To the low calf now goes O'Neill, and again back to the boxing mat.
Yeah, she's putting her combos together so nicely and mixing up her levels. So I like the way she's distributing her numbers. She'll come in and just measure with the jab, disengage on like a half beat, come back in hard with the boxing, and then she'll go to single shots down low. So keeping Dayan guessing beautifully is Robyn O'Neill, looking the good, showing all of her experience, a lifetime spent in the martial arts. being showcased right here for the fans in Southport as the girls meet in the middle again. 30 seconds to go in the third. Dayan withered from some big punches and low kicks, but answering the call with a stiff jab, steps in, right high kick from Dayan. This one going right down to the wire, boys.
Indeed, it is final 10 seconds of our third round. Dayan coming back with punches of her own down the middle and down low for O'Neill as she scores her first takedown. Will they count that on the scorecards? But that will do it for this one. They go the distance. Healy Dayan and Robyn O'Neill.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Our judges score the fight 30-27, 29-28, and 29-28 for your winner via unanimous decision in the red corner, Robyn